in the YouTube chat, there is a number of different names being offered up as to the possibility of who you were really reading about.
Oh, okay.
Infancy of Donald.
I'm having to listen to you through the wall because I didn't put my earpiece in,
yes.
but I heard you.
Yes, Infancy of Donald.
Infancy of Donald?
Infancy of
Donald Duck, I'm sure.
John
we would never do
Cena,
politics on the program.
Various and sundry other people. So it's people's imaginations are already running wild.
Yes,
with the imaginative
I'm sure they are.
book.
I'm sure they are. Yeah, we'll see. I have, here is. This is back from when we were doing the family tomb of Jesus stuff. Here is the Gospel of Mary of Magdala, Jesus and the First Woman Apostle. It's Karen King's odd thing here. And some of these start getting... the Gnostics weren't the most moral people, so they start getting a little weird. But you've got the Gospel of the Ebionites and the Gospel of Judas and the Apocryphal Acts of the Apostles, and I'm just looking at just what I've got sitting right here, right next to me. So there's all sorts of stuff like that, and I have a 3-volume set in the other room from Nag Hammadi of all that stuff in the original languages and translations and critical editions and the whole 9 yards. So we'll see. The point is, we've now read 2 of the 3 most famous, and I started a little WordPress blog over the weekend, a little personal one, and I used, this one should have gone on the Alpha and Omega one, but I did a short little test article about the Proto-Evangelium of James and made some observations about it there. And if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you might want to get that URL. It's really easy to remember. It's chesed, C-H-E-S-E-D, chesed, which is the beautiful Hebrew term for loving kindness, covenant faithfulness, mercy, grace. All those things are wrapped up in chesed. Chesed 297. 297 is the number of times the root appears in the Hebrew Old Testament. .wordpress.com, I think. And anyway, so I'm going to throw some personal stuff on that, just assuming that eventually we're all going to get bounced off of that stuff, out of social media anyhow. And I don't think it's going to matter who gets elected as to when that's going to happen. It's just the way it is. But I made some comments there. Anyway, I need to press on here because there is more that we need to do. And I forgot to fire up Desktop Presenter here. My apologies for that. The reason that I make that comment is that I wish to send to you, QuickTime Player. I was directed to this video this morning, and I wanted to play. I don't know. I may play the whole thing. What? Oh, I may play the whole thing. But especially this first part, I want to play. And I haven't seen old Tim for a while. When was our last debate? It was about in public. Was about 2000, wasn't it? I think it's around 2000. And so it's been about 16 years. And old Tim's got snow on the roof there. Really, really does. Tim Staples, Catholic Answers. And they get a call about justification by faith. And I want to play at least, he's going to give 5 verses. Let's just listen to the whole thing. How about we just listen to the whole thing? Yeah, let's give you a sense. Nothing new here, and that's the whole point. It's the, on one level that's understandable. The issues are still the same, though I'm not sure the issues are still the same with the current Pope. But the issues are pretty much, the same. But at the same time, as I will provide criticism of Tim Staples' verses and his explanation of them, there just isn't any advancement in recognizing what the other side has to say. When you listen to the other side, I mean, if you listen to what I say about Islam today and compare it with 2006, you will see movement. I understand Islam better now, which allows me to express my objections with greater clarity. You just don't see that amongst the most popular, and Tim Staples is an extremely popular Roman Catholic apologist. You just don't see it. So anyway, someone in channel is going, was Tim Staples the guy on Jeopardy? You didn't see that, did you? Did you? Oh yeah, it was Jerry Matix. I know. That was I don't know, that was just weird. That was just I DVR'd it and played it and just sort of sat there going, I don't know, I didn't see that coming. You know, walking into the Catholic Answers offices so long ago in San Diego, standing between Patrick Madrid and Jerry Matix's desks, talking to them there. I just never saw the Jeopardy thing coming. I didn't. But anyway, let's listen to this call and to the answers, and then we'll go back over it.
My grandmother who's not Catholic went this weekend to my father-in-law's Sunday school class.
Yes.
And he's Baptist, and he taught on justification by faith alone. And so my grandmother was upset by that, and the fact that she was taught that no, her works don't matter.
Right.
And I can think of verses where Jesus commands us to do things as evidence that our works do matter.
Yes.
But I didn't know how to articulate that to her and
Tell you
encourage
what,
her.
get a pen handy.
Okay.
And a seatbelt if you're driving. Yeah, you've called the right guest on this, Mary.
Yeah.
And by the way, Tim's not joking. Pen and piece of paper would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it.
All right, Mary, I'm just going to give you about 5 texts that I think will be helpful because they helped me many years ago. Number 1, Mary, is you want to bring out James chapter 2, verse 24, and put it just as James says it. We see that a man is justified by works and not by faith alone. And ask him the question, what would the Bible have to say to get you to believe